Stop right now before you lay the first brick for your new home, because just one wrong step in feng shui can turn your dream house into a dangerous trap, silently draining your wealth and peace of mind. You might think that a good blueprint, high-quality materials, and a skilled architect are enough, but no, they are not. There are ancient taboos that, if violated, can undo all your efforts, your money, and your hopes in the blink of an eye. I have witnessed families who believed they were starting a brand new, happy chapter in life, but just months after moving into their new home, everything began to fall apart. Money slipped away, careers faced unexpected setbacks, couples started arguing, and health declined. The scariest part? Most of them had no idea what was happening. They thought it was bad luck or destiny, but the truth was hidden right inside the house they had just built. Small feng shui mistakes, ones that seem harmless, can have the power to shift the entire fate of a family. In this video, I will reveal the most dangerous taboos that anyone planning to build a house must know. This is not superstition. These are time-tested principles that have protected people from invisible misfortunes for hundreds of years. And if you truly want your home to become a magnet for wealth, peace, and happiness, leave a powerful affirmation in the comments below. I am building my home on the solid foundation of luck and prosperity. Many people believe that by demolishing an old house and building a new one, they are starting fresh. But the truth is not that simple. The land you build on is not empty. It is more like a journal, recording every trace of the past, ancestral altars, memories, even past traumas that occurred on that land. If you tear down the old and build anew without spiritually clearing or cleansing it, the energy, both good and bad, will remain. And often it is the heavy, negative energy that clings the hardest. The result? A brand new house with a modern design, but filled with chaotic, unresolved energy that disturbs the family living inside. Imagine planting seeds in soil full of rotten roots and buried trash. The plant may grow, but it will never thrive. A house is no different. If the ground beneath it has not been spiritually cleared, then no matter how beautiful the architecture may be, life inside it will be unstable. One especially important element is the ancestral altar. It is a sacred space that must be respectfully dismantled and spiritually resolved. Ignoring this is like turning your back on your ancestors and the divine. This often leads to strange disruptions, career difficulties, financial losses, or rising tension within the family. So before you build, remember this. Spiritual cleansing is not just a ritual. It is an essential step to release old energy and welcome a truly fresh beginning into your new home. When it comes to feng shui, there is one crucial concept that many people completely overlook: the dragon vein, or longmak. The ancients believed that land is not just dirt and soil. Beneath every plot of land runs an invisible current, like blood vessels within a living body. These currents are the dragon veins, the energy flows that determine whether a house built upon them will flourish or fail. Imagine your body without a heart or blood flow. What happens? Life stops. The same applies to your land. If the dragon vein is damaged, the house becomes lifeless. It weakens over time, and problems begin to rise. Many people demolish old homes and build new ones without paying attention to a critical step: honoring and restoring the dragon vein. When you dig the foundation or break ground, you are disrupting the Earth's natural energy lines. If this is not done properly, it causes the energy to become chaotic, and the homeowners may soon experience one misfortune after another: career roadblocks, financial leaks, declining health, and strained family relationships. I once worked with a family who rebuilt their home from the ground up. They worked hard, yet constantly struggled with money. No matter how much they earned, it felt like everything slipped through their fingers. After an assessment, I discovered they had disrupted a dragon vein, but had not performed the proper rituals to restore it. The land's energy was bleeding, and their new house had unknowingly become a source of financial loss. The danger lies in thinking that a pinch of salt or some store-bought feng shui powder is enough to heal a dragon vein. But it does not work that way. These energy channels must be addressed with proper method, deep respect, and the correct rituals. Only then can the flow be restored, and the home receive nourishing energy again. The dragon vein is the heart of your land. A home can be strong in structure, but if its heart is wounded, the family will never truly feel at peace. Remember this: when you build, you are not just stacking bricks, you are touching the lifeblood of the earth itself. And when you respect and protect that lifeblood, your home becomes a sacred space, one that nurtures long-lasting wealth, health, and happiness. There are mistakes that, if committed, can turn your dream home into a trap filled with misfortune. In feng shui, these are known as taboos, rules that absolutely must not be broken. Once violated, the consequences can linger for years and be incredibly difficult to reverse. Here are the 5 most dangerous taboos that every homeowner must be aware of before laying the foundation of their house. Taboo number 1. Neglecting to deactivate the ancestral altar and clear old energy. Your old house was not just bricks and tiles. It held powerful invisible elements: your ancestral altar, altars to spiritual deities, years of worship rituals, and an entire field of energy accumulated over time. If you demolish the house without properly deactivating the altar, it is akin to tearing apart the sacred connection with your ancestors and leaving a spiritual wound right under your new home's foundation. Think of it like building a luxurious mansion on soil, still filled with rubble and debris. No matter how modern or beautiful the new house may look, its roots remain polluted. It is the same with energy. If the altar is not respectfully dismantled, the heavy energies of the past will continue to cling to the new space, gradually affecting the entire household. The consequences often show up clearly: constant arguments between spouses, career stagnation, children frequently falling ill or struggling with focus. What is worse, most people think it is just bad luck, not realizing their home is still carrying old shadows from the past. Deactivating the altar is not merely a religious formality. It is a vital step to honor your ancestors and cleanse the space, severing lingering negative cords. When done properly, it not only brings peace to those who came before, but also opens a fresh flow of blessings for your family. A new house only truly marks a fresh beginning when the old energy has been respectfully released. Ignoring this step is like building your future on an invisible fracture. Taboo number 2. Failing to restore the energy lines, dragon veins, after demolition. Every piece of land contains energy lines, also known as dragon veins. These are invisible currents of energy beneath the surface, similar to blood vessels in the human body. Dragon veins carry life force and prosperity, nourishing the home and its residents. When demolishing a house or digging into the earth, failing to properly restore these energy veins is like severing vital arteries without healing them. The effects are usually immediate. After moving into the new house, families often feel unsettled. Work becomes unstable. Money comes in but quickly disappears, and health declines without any clear medical reason. Some describe a strange heaviness in the air, even though everything looks new and modern. This is usually the result of disturbed dragon veins. I once knew a family that took out large loans to build a grand home, but within a year, their finances collapsed and debt began piling up. Upon investigation, the root cause was that they had disrupted the dragon veins during construction and did nothing to restore them. The land was metaphorically bleeding, and with it, their prosperity leaked away. Many people mistakenly believe sprinkling salt, rice, or some feng shui powder is enough to restore balance, but those are only symbolic gestures. Dragon veins require proper rituals, sincere intention, and knowledgeable handling. Only then can the flow of life energy be stabilized again. If the altar is the sacred cord connecting to ancestors, then the dragon veins are the beating heart of the land. A house may appear sturdy, but if its heart is damaged, the family will never feel truly at peace. Taboo No. 3. Disrupting the balance of yin and yang around the home. One of the core principles of feng shui is the balance of yin and yang. A harmonious house should have a quiet right side, a solid back, and an open, spacious front and left side. This is the ideal layout, like a person seated comfortably with their back supported and their view looking ahead. But in reality, many families unknowingly disrupt this balance. Some build a garage or driveway pressed tightly against the right side of the house. Others design water features or gardens behind the house. Some even place artificial mountains or rock displays directly in front of the main entrance. These features may look appealing, but from a feng shui perspective, they flip the natural order of yin and yang. What happens next? Once yin and yang are thrown out of balance, the home's energy flow becomes chaotic. This often leads to growing family conflicts. Couples argue more over small matters. Children become rebellious or difficult to teach. The homeowner, no matter how talented, feels unrecognized or overlooked in their career. I once met a family who installed a large fish pond behind their house to create a cooling atmosphere. But within a few years, their business declined and family tensions rose. Upon review, the cause was clear. The pond turned the back of the house, meant to be steady, into a moving, water-dominated zone, destabilizing the home's overall energy. A house is like a boat. If the front is blocked or the rudder is misplaced, the boat struggles to move forward. In feng shui, even one misaligned element can turn your home into a ship fighting against the current, draining your energy no matter how hard you try. Taboo No. 4. Placing negative structures in the center or northwest corners of the home. Within any house, two areas hold special importance: the central core and the northwest corner. The center is the heart of the home, and the northwest represents the male head of the household. If these two spots are mishandled, the effects can be severe. The most common mistake is placing toilets, septic tanks, staircases, or cluttered storage right in the center of the house. That is equivalent to placing heavy waste or burdens directly on the heart. Once the center becomes polluted, the whole home falls out of harmony. Family members may feel tired, sick, or mentally unstable. The house feels heavy, even if it looks elegant on the surface. The northwest corner, representing the male figure, is equally important. If this area is filled with a dirty storage room, a bathroom, or weighed down by large beams or pillars, the man of the house will feel the impact. His health may deteriorate, his career may become unstable, and his authority within the family may gradually fade. I recall one case where a family placed an old, moldy storage room in the northwest corner. After moving in, the father, who had always been healthy, began falling ill repeatedly, and his career took a sharp downturn. Only after clearing out and properly restoring that corner did the situation begin to improve. A home is only truly strong when its heart, the center, is clean and its pillar, the northwest, stands firm. These are the foundations for long-term peace, health, and prosperity for the entire family. Taboo No. 5. Ignoring feng shui in apartment living. Many people think feng shui only applies to ground-level houses, but apartments carry their own risks, sometimes even more complex due to shared floors and energy with hundreds of neighbors. A common mistake is rearranging or renovating a unit without considering what lies above or below. For instance, relocating a bathroom only to have it end up directly above someone else's bedroom, or moving the kitchen to a spot right beneath a neighbor's altar. These changes create invisible energy clashes between floors, affecting both households. Once energy flows are misaligned and in conflict, the impact becomes visible. Careers stall, household relationships grow tense, children get sick often, and the apartment feels stifling despite being modern and well-equipped. The space that should bring comfort instead becomes a source of stress and unease. I knew one family who remodeled their unit for convenience. But afterward, misfortunes piled up. Business failures, ongoing health problems. Upon investigation, it was revealed their newly placed toilet sat directly above the neighbor's bed. That single misstep released a stream of negative energy that impacted both homes. Living in an apartment means sharing an energy field with many others. Every renovation decision must be made with mindfulness. A wrong move can harm not only your own family, but disrupt the balance for others as well. These 5 taboos are not superstition. They are the result of centuries of experience and countless families who learned their lessons the hard way. A house can be grand, luxurious, and modern, but if it violates even one of these taboos, it will never bring true abundance. Instead, it may become a silent drain on your energy, wealth, and happiness. Remember, building a house is not just stacking bricks and walls. It is about laying the foundation for your future destiny. And only by avoiding these 5 taboos can you truly open the doors to a life of peace, prosperity, and fulfillment. Now that you've learned about the 5 major taboos, you may be wondering, what if I've already made a mistake? And if I'm about to build a new house, where should I even begin to avoid these risks? Here's the good news. Every mistake can be corrected. And with the right preparation, you can absolutely build a home that's not only beautiful, but also rooted in strong positive feng shui. These are the most important steps to ensure your new house becomes a space that truly nurtures health, prosperity, and happiness for your whole family. 1. Deactivate ancestral altars and cleanse old energy before construction. If your old home includes an ancestral altar or shrine, the first step, before any demolition, must be a proper deactivation ritual. This isn't just a sign of respect for your ancestors. It's a crucial process to clear away lingering energy and open the door for a fresh beginning. Imagine moving into a brand new room that's never been cleaned. It may look fresh and modern, but the air still carries dust, dampness, and a heavy feeling. Energy works the same way. If you skip the deactivation, the stale energy of the past will follow you into your new living space. After dismantling the altar, you can hold a simple cleansing ceremony to refresh the energy field. This can be as gentle as burning incense, smudging with herbs, or sprinkling sea salt around the land. These small actions are powerful enough to clear out old energy and prepare the space for new, vibrant energy to flow in. Once the space has been cleansed, the land becomes a clean slate, ready to receive life-giving energy, and your new home will begin on a foundation that feels light, peaceful, and full of potential. 2. Restore the dragon veins. Heal the heart of the land. Dragon veins are the invisible energy lines running beneath the surface of the land, just like blood vessels in the human body. When you dig the foundation or demolish a house, these veins can be disturbed. If not properly healed, the land falls out of balance, and your new home becomes like a body with a damaged heart. That's why, after tearing down the old structure, the next crucial step is to restore the dragon veins, or in other words, heal the wound in the earth. You can do this with simple rituals using clean water, rice, fresh flowers, or sacred herbs to give energy back to the land. What matters most isn't what you use, but the intention behind it. It's your mindful awareness that you're helping the land regain its natural rhythm. If possible, consult a feng shui expert to make sure the process is done correctly. Once the energy lines are restored, the land becomes stable and alive again. Your new home will be like a body with a strong beating heart, ready to welcome a vibrant, abundant future. 3. Design the exterior landscape with yin-yang balance in mind. The space surrounding your home acts like a protective layer, and it plays a major role in your home's energy harmony. For a house to be truly stable, its external landscape must follow the principles of yin and yang. The back of the house should be solid and elevated, like a shield guarding your family. The right side should remain quiet and still, offering stability. In contrast, the front and left side should be open and spacious, allowing fresh energy to flow in, just like people need space to breathe. If you'd like to add a water feature, place it at the front or on the left side to attract wealth and luck. Avoid placing tall trees or large structures behind or to the right of the house, as they can throw off the balance. A green garden in the front or a small courtyard to the left can make the home feel alive and welcoming, filled with positive flowing energy. Remember, a house that looks beautiful on the outside doesn't always feel peaceful on the inside. Only when the external environment is in harmony will your home become a living, breathing sanctuary where energy flows naturally and supports your family for generations to come. 4. Keep the center and northwest corners clean and strong. In feng shui, the center of the house, known as the central palace, is considered the heart of the home. When designing, it is absolutely essential to avoid placing a toilet, septic tank, staircase, or storage room here. Doing so is like placing waste and heavy pressure directly on the heart. The center should be kept open and bright, ideally with access to natural light. You can place a small green plant or a symbolic item to maintain clean and uplifting energy. The northwest corner, known as the Qian sector, represents the man of the house, the family's protector and provider. If this area is dark, damp, or cluttered with old, unused items, it can weaken the male figure in terms of both health and career. On the other hand, when this area is clean, organized, and well lit, it empowers the man to be stronger and more grounded. You can add a suitable feng shui object here, or simply keep the area bright and free of clutter to naturally boost positive energy. A healthy heart and a strong foundation are what allow a family to live with lasting peace and happiness. 5. Be mindful. When living in or renovating a condo, unlike a ground-level home, the energy in an apartment is not confined within 4 walls. It flows vertically and horizontally throughout the entire building. That's why, when renovating or changing your apartment's layout, it's critical to consider how your unit relates to the floors above and below. One serious mistake is relocating a bathroom so that it ends up directly above someone else's bedroom, or placing a kitchen or toilet right below another unit's altar or prayer area. These arrangements create strong energy conflicts that can make both families feel uneasy, tired, or anxious. Over time, this can affect health, emotional balance, and the overall harmony in the home. If you absolutely must make structural changes, consult a feng shui expert to find the most respectful and balanced solution. You can also use supporting techniques, such as properly placing mirrors, adding plants to refresh the air, or maximizing natural light to balance the energy of the space. A condo only becomes a true home when its energy is harmonious, both inside the apartment and throughout the building. That's what helps you and your family live in peace, comfort, and well-being. 6. Design your home with a blend of feng shui and functionality. A good home is not just about appearance. It must also be functional and aligned with feng shui. The best design balances all 3: aesthetics, practicality, and energetic harmony. If a house looks stunning but is built on poor feng shui, it can become a burden that brings instability and stress into your life. So choose an architect or design team that understands both modern construction and traditional feng shui principles. When planning your home, prioritize these 4 elements: balanced feng shui to allow positive energy to flow freely, practical architecture for everyday living, structural safety to ensure long-term durability, thoughtful, experienced professionals who truly care about your well-being. When these 4 factors come together, your house will not only be beautiful and comfortable, it will become a powerful sanctuary, a place that nurtures your family's peace, happiness, and prosperity. Feng shui is not superstition. It is the art of aligning your living space with the natural world and the universe around you. When you build your home based on these principles, you're not just stacking bricks. You're laying the foundation for your family's future. Always remember, a truly good home is one where you feel safe, healthy, and energized the moment you walk through the door. And to reach that feeling, you must begin with thoughtful, intentional planning, from deactivating ancestral energy, restoring dragon veins, harmonizing the outdoor layout, to keeping the center and the northwest corner clean and strong. Your home is a reflection of your life. When your space is in harmony, your path forward becomes smooth and bright. And from that point, you are no longer just building a place to live. You are creating a true home, one that supports long-lasting health, abundance, and happiness. A home is not just a place to stay dry in the rain or warm in the cold. It is where your spirit, your health, and your future are nurtured. A beautiful design might make you proud, but only when aligned with feng shui will it truly bring you peace and prosperity. If you're preparing to build or renovate your home, keep in mind that every little detail matters. Deactivate the ancestral altar properly. Restore the energy lines beneath your land. Arrange the exterior layout with balance, and keep the center and northwest corner clean and strong. These are all essential steps in building a solid, nourishing home. Feng shui is not distant or mystical. It is the art of living in harmony with nature. When your house is balanced, your life will naturally become more smooth and successful. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next one. And before you go, leave a comment with this powerful affirmation: I am building a home filled with light, peace, and prosperity. That one sentence could open the door to a brand new energy for yourself and for your future.